Kendall Jenner's noticeable baby bump sparked speculation about her pregnancy with boyfriend Bad Bunny. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kendall Jenner recently became the subject of another round of rumors after a photo of her started making waves online. Many people started whispering that she might be expecting a baby with her boyfriend, Bad Bunny. In the picture, Kendall was seen wearing a loose-fitting black outfit, which included a baggy pair of trousers and a black top. Because of how the outfit looked and the way the photo was taken, it seemed like she had a baby bump. People quickly picked up on it and began talking. But it turns out that what looked like a baby bump wasn't even part of her body at all. After some fans looked closely at the picture, they noticed something surprising. There was another woman walking behind Kendall at the exact moment the photo was taken. The position of this woman made it look like there was a bump in Kendall's midsection, but it was actually just an illusion created by the background. In a slightly earlier version of the same photo, the woman behind her was clearly seen crossing her path, which helped people understand what really happened. One person online even joked, saying it was simply the butt of the woman behind her. Even though this seemed to settle things for many, the gossip didn't die down right away. The topic stayed hot on celebrity blogs and social media pages, with people still guessing and chatting. Just around the same time, Kendall posted something personal on her Instagram stories. She gave a small peek into her life by sharing a picture from her beautiful, high-end mansion in Los Angeles. According to reports from the U.S. Sun, she looked relaxed and comfortable in the photo. She stood outside in her backyard, with the inside of her home visible through large glass windows. Inside, a stylish and cozy living room could be seen, adding to the calm atmosphere. Outside in the yard, there was a fire pit lit up with soft flames and surrounded by chairs, creating a peaceful and warm vibe as the sun set. All of this came only a day after more rumors had started spreading again when she was seen walking in Los Angeles with her boyfriend, the popular musician Bad Bunny. In those pictures, she was wearing a tight black tank top with a pair of black pants, and once again, people started whispering. Some said they could see a small bump and wondered if she might be pregnant. But there hasn't been any official statement from Kendall about this. It's also important to remember what she once said about having children. Back in 2018, during an interview with Vogue, she clearly explained her thoughts on becoming a mother. At the time, she said she wasn't in a hurry. She wanted to wait until she was about 28 or 29 years old before having kids. She said she wanted to be ready for it and didn't feel any pressure to rush into that part of her life. The whole situation is a reminder of how hard it is to be famous and always under a microscope. A single photo taken from the wrong angle can turn into a wild story online. Kendall Jenner's experience shows how quickly things can spiral out of control when people jump to conclusions without knowing the full story. The picture was just a moment caught at the wrong time, but because she's constantly in the spotlight, it turned into something much bigger. This kind of situation shows the tough balance celebrities have to manage between living their personal lives and being watched closely by the public. Even when they try to stay quiet and live normally, the smallest thing can cause a stir. For many people, this might seem silly or harmless, but for the people involved, it can be exhausting. Celebrities like Kendall often deal with this kind of attention, where their every move is watched and discussed. Even though this rumor was cleared up pretty quickly by observant fans who figured out what really happened, the fact that it went so far shows how easily misunderstandings can spread. The internet can take a simple image and turn it into a headline, especially when it involves someone as well known as Kendall. This isn't the first time Kendall Jenner has found herself in the middle of public criticism or rumors. Over the years, she's had several experiences where things didn't go quite the way she expected. One major example is the backlash she received in 2017 after appearing in a Pepsi commercial. The ad was supposed to be uplifting, but it ended up upsetting a lot of people. According to Time magazine, the commercial was pulled off the air just a few days after it started airing. People thought the ad was making light of serious social issues, and the response from the public was very strong. Even though Kendall didn't create the ad herself, she was still the face of it, and the criticism came hard and fast. That incident from 2017 is still remembered today because of how quickly it turned from a marketing idea into a big controversy. It taught many people, including Kendall, that fame comes with a price. No matter how good the intentions might be, celebrities don't always have full control over how the public reacts. The situation with the Pepsi commercial, much like the recent baby bump photo, shows that things can change in an instant when someone is always in the spotlight. It also reminds people that the truth often gets lost when everyone is focused on making headlines. So with all of this in mind, it's easy to see how a simple image could be misread and how quickly that misunderstanding can travel across the internet. It doesn't take much for fans and gossip pages to start connecting dots, even when those dots don't actually belong together. Even when a clear explanation is given, some people still hold on to their first impression. It's just part of the way celebrity news works. Everyone wants to be the first to share something surprising, even if it isn't real. That's why these rumors don't go away so easily. As for Kendall and Bad Bunny, they haven't said anything about the rumors. They've continued to live their lives quietly, not addressing the buzz directly. That's likely their way of not feeding into the drama. Staying silent can sometimes be the best choice when false stories are going around. Kendall has been in the public eye for a long time, and she knows how quickly these things can rise and fall. Sometimes it's better to let people talk and let the truth speak for itself. In the end, this situation is just another example of how fast a story can spread and how hard it can be for famous people to keep their private lives private. A moment that meant nothing became something much bigger, all because of a photo and a bit of confusion. But as many fans now understand, Kendall Jenner is not pregnant. What people saw in that photo wasn't a baby bump at all. It was just a woman walking behind her at exactly the wrong moment. And while the rumor may have made a lot of noise, the truth eventually came out. Still, this won't be the last time something like this happens. As long as there are cameras and social media, there will always be guesses, rumors, and stories about celebrities. The best thing fans can do is be careful before jumping to conclusions. Not everything that looks a certain way actually is. And in a world where pictures can be shared in seconds and seen by millions, it's more important than ever to look closely before deciding what's true. Kendall Jenner will likely continue to face these kinds of situations, just like many others in her position. But she's also shown that she knows how to handle them with calm and patience. Even though it's not always easy, staying grounded and not reacting quickly can often be the best way to deal with all the attention. For now, fans can appreciate the truth behind the photo and understand that what they saw wasn't what it seemed. And as far as the future goes, Kendall's own words from her interview still stand. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.